Right, let's get into it then. My team, race day at Zandvoort. Here we are then, and after a couple of days delay due to the F1 22 game launch news being announced, we're back and we're here for the race. If you haven't seen the qualifying episode, link up in the top right to see what happened. And if you're going to enjoy this one, leave a like and subscribe for more daily F1 content. Now then, I don't want to spoil it, so I'm giving you another 3-5 seconds before I spoil, but qualifying was an interesting session, not really ideal. The big news this weekend, of course, is the driver transfers and the driver market. 3 massive changes. Dan Ticktum in Ferrari, Charles Leclerc, the man on screen right now, driving for McLaren, and Guan Yu Zhou also driving for Aston Martin. So yeah, let's get into the grid rundown and let's go for a recap of qualifying before we jump into this race.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Pierre Gasly in P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Ricciardo, Carlos Sainz, and Russell, Leclerc, Stroll, Bottas, and Daniel Ticktum, Ocon, Giovinazzi, and Guan Yu Zhou, and Schwartzman, Matsushita, Martinez, Callum Ilott, and Yuki Tsunoda, Mick Schumacher, Mazepin, Lundgaard, and Nicholas Latifi. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Well, here we are. Now, it's been a couple of days, I will admit, but other things have taken place, such as, F1 22 being revealed to the world. Now then, we're starting today's race from P16. If you want to know how this happened, then go check out the qualifying episode, link up in the top right. But yeah, we've got to try and turn this one around. So for this race, we're going to go for the alt strap. Now, I was tempted to go for the hard tyre, but I feel like that might be a bit too difficult to get right. So I'm going to go for the medium. It might give us a decent kind of mid-range, decent overall pace. I'm hoping it will limit our tyre overheating issues and still keep us relatively competitive. So for this one, medium to soft, we're going to one-stop it. Fuel, we're going to run a minimum. I know you guys don't like that, but I have to take risks and we have to try and make the car faster. By doing that, basically, one way of doing it is cutting the weight. So yeah, elsewhere, on the car setup, I've changed a few things. So I've gone down on the front wing. I've reduced the off-diff down to 50. So the idea here, in my head at least, is by changing the front wing and lowering it and making the car a bit more understeery and I guess in my mind stable, I've taken the diff off to make the car a bit more loose off throttle. So basically I can help rotate the car by taking my foot off the throttle. In my mind, that's how it works. Elsewhere, the setup is locked. But what I'm also going to change is tyre pressures. Now, I've gone +1 on all of them compared to qualifying. So we've gone high on pretty much all 4 tyres. We'll see how that works. Hopefully it gives us a bit of an edge and a bit more grip. So let's get into it. Leave a like if you're going to enjoy the race. Let's try and smash over 1,000 likes. And yeah, let's see if we can turn this one around. Right, let's do this. Aggression is going to be key. Quick 5 lights. It's not a good start, but we're going to try and get on the inside of a few cars as we go into turn 1. And that is a great start from us, finding a bit of space there to shove our car through into the banked hairpin. We're going to see if we can challenge on the outside as we get past the newly transferred Ticktum to Ferrari, side by side through here. Ticktum's going to keep his car in, but we're going to stay ahead. I think he may have actually damaged his wing there. We had a bit of contact. So we're up to P10 already and into the points, which is a massive, massive bonus. Ahead of us now is the new McLaren man, Charles Leclerc, which I still can't believe I'm seeing, but we've got Ocon behind, also on the medium tyre. Let's see if we can use this tyre to our advantage early on. This should improve as the race goes on. The key thing here is to try and stay within DRS range of the cars ahead. So let's see if we can make that happen. Onto the pit straight then to start lap 2. Fingers crossed, also running 911 wing should make us a bit more competitive on the straights. Not that much more though, but I think we are a little bit down in general this weekend. Oh dear, bit of a moment there as we struggle for grip. Anyway, lap 1 in the books, and it's been a positive start to the race. Getting ourselves into the top 10 and the lead car on the alternate strategy. Look at that, our tyres are already overheating. We lose so much in the second sector, it's not even funny. It's critical that we don't lock up the left front at any point during this race, otherwise it's going to send our temperature into overdrive. I've got to try and lean on the right sided tyres through the left hand corners to try and compensate a little bit and take a little bit out of my driving through the right hander so the left side tyres can rest. But it's very difficult, man.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Battle's starting to happen up ahead, so this is going to give us opportunities to make moves. I think someone's got damage here. These guys are going very slow. And there's a bit of a breakaway. The Red Bull's pulling away out front. This drop of pace has given me a chance to cool my left front a little bit. As Verstappen sets a new fastest lap. So far this is good. The pace looks good. The setup changes have worked.
Okay, we're running low on fuel. You'll need to conserve what you have left in order to finish the race.
Oh, try to have a look around the outside of Leclerc there. Wasn't quite able to pull it off. Maybe we can try again. Into here. Not quite again. The soft tyre still has a bit of grip left in it. We need to wait a few more laps for the soft to drop off and then we can start to hopefully make some moves. Now the slow car ahead is Pierre Gasly. That's what's causing all these guys to struggle for pace. Pierre currently battling with a Ferrari. I'm going to try this one again. We get a better exit this time with Leclerc. It's going to be a drag race. We're going to keep our nose in into the fast right-hander. Leclerc's just going to send it around the outside. Look at the grip the AI have through there. It's absolutely crazy. Gasly though starting to drop through the field. So even though he started P2, he doesn't seem to have the pace, which is a bit disappointing. I might have a look at Leclerc here though. We're a bit closer this lap. The front left is going to be hot all the time, so I'm already considering my strategy options. Like, I don't know if I'm going to go for the soft. I might box for a hard tyre. I basically run a normal race, but instead of running the soft, I'm running the medium so that we are more competitive. If that's the case, we're going to have to get some moves done though in this first stint to give myself that option. Let's try again. I want to see if I can get Leclerc here on this lap. Use the fact that AR is slowing to turn 1 to my advantage. I thought I'd go around the outside, but I think this is going to be the move, this one here.
Caution, caution.
Yellow ahead. Let's get Leclerc here if we can. Oh, it's going to be a drag race again. We get edge ahead though. No idea what the yellow flag is, but Leclerc around the outside. Oh my god, it's Verstappen! Verstappen's out of the race!
Green flag.
Yes! Huge, huge moment. Huge, huge moment in the championship. Verstappen in his home Grand Prix, comfortable P1, is out. Okay, that changes our race a bit now. We can take it easy and play the long game here. We don't have to rush into a strategy decision because we're not racing Max now, so we can think of the best way to get past these guys without having to panic. I wonder if Gasly's got damage, but he's just not pitting. I don't understand his drop of pace and how he's so slow compared to everyone else. In the meantime, I've done a much better job this lap. I've managed to get my front left under control. And now, here we go. Up the inside of Leclerc to turn 1. Also now it is lap 8, so the soft tyres are going to start to fade. So we're going to make moves. Now is the time as Russell and Gasly go at it up ahead. We've got Stroll here just ahead of us. I'm going to try and put some pressure on him. But it does seem like Pierre has either no pace or he has a car issue. Not quite sure which of the two it's going to be, but I think he's got damage. You can see through there he's not really that fast compared to the AI. But he's just not pitting. He's trying to stay out, which, I mean, hey, listen, I respect that. Might keep him in the race, but I don't know, man. He's just bleeding time and positions as we run a bit wide there. Leclerc sticking his nose in. I have to leave some space just to be safe. Turn over yet. I wonder if we could get them both here. If I can have a good final couple of corners here. That's very nice. Yep. Lovely, lovely. Come on. 2 for 1, including our teammate. Up the inside we go. We've had a failure on the rear wing. DRS failure. There we go. Anyway, we're through. Up into P6.
Okay, clear.
And a yellow behind. Right then, let's see what kind of pace we have. Can we realistically do anything, you know, with our big deficit in Sector 2 where the AI are just so damn strong through here. I think I might let Stroll go. I think he's faster than me, just because of Sector 2 alone. I might let him go on the pit straight. Even if I'm on a personal best, we're just losing so much in that middle sector. It's more convenient that we just try and follow someone instead. So let's see. I'll see what happens on this lap, whether Stroll pits or not. He could pit as early as this lap. No, he stays out, so let's let him go.
A new strategy is available on the MFD. Got that confirmed?
There we go, there's confirmation. The team realising the one stop is the superior option. Now then, let's try and stay with Stroll. This could be a bad decision. Who knows? If I drop out of DRS, it could be a bad move, but I feel like I got to try something. And there we go, been dropped already. Literally took a sector. Oh well. It's just not going to be easy, this race. Luckily Verstappen's retired, but my god, it's not going to be easy. We seem to be able to get back into DRS range though, for the pit straight, so that's what matters. I wonder if also the AI are going to start pitching soon. Somehow I don't have DRS either. And there we go, Stroll into the pit lane. Russell as well, also Carlos Sainz.
Pierre is in the pits.
Hopefully Pierre gets a wing change. Norris and Ricciardo stay out. Norris and Ricciardo pit, and I'm assuming Leclerc will also follow through. So we're going to be out front on our own. The AI all go for the hard tire. It's going to be close actually with Norris and Ricciardo. We will take the lead for now, but they're going to be behind us. Anyway, now we've got to evaluate our options and see what we're going to do. I feel like I'm going to go for the hard tire because I'm overheating on the mediums. So yeah, I think I'd rather just be on a solid tire that isn't going to get hot.
Green flag.
Oh, and we've had an incident. Lando Norris.
The safety car is out. We need you to reduce your pace. It looks like there's a high amount of debris on the track.
Literally, I stopped talking because I was thinking about my strategy, and I was just going to say, I'm going to extend anyway, even if I pit lap 20 for the hard tyre, I'm just going to stay out in case a safety car or a virtual safety car comes out. And literally, as I was thinking about that, seconds later, it's happened. It's Christmas, this race for us. What can I say? Right, we're going to box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
We're going to get the hard tyre on, and we're going to benefit from this massively because of the delta. Here we go. Let's not speed. Slow pit lane entry. This is huge. We could be P2 here behind Ricciardo. That's how big this could be. Maybe P3 behind Bottas, but this is going to be close.
Go
2.8. Okay, we're racing on pit exit.
After these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound.
Let's see where we are. Looks like P4 behind Sainz and Bottas. Back on the way. We're ahead of Matsushita and Ilott as well, which is massive. So we've got no traffic in our way, and we've overcut and gained. This is huge. What a strategy. Massive, massive luck. The race leader Verstappen out of the race. Then the new race leader, Lando Norris, also out of the race. And that triggers a safety car, which allows us to take a free pit stop. Wow, wow, wow. This is huge. Right then, here we go. Safety car in this lap. Let's hope for a decent restart. Ricciardo will lead us away. Sainz behind, and then Bottas. I've got a decent bit of temp in the hard tyre. We've got Matsushita and Ilott behind, who I assume will drop off. That's what I'm hoping for. If I can hang with this front three, that will make our race. I don't think I've got the pace or the potential to finish any higher than P4, unless the front three battle or one of them drops out. But still, I will take a P4 right now. That's the focus now, so
Okay, clear.
let's see if we can make that happen. if we can stay within DRS, that would be absolutely perfect. We've got the car for it. I think the setup is working well, but I don't know how these hard tyres are going to perform. So that's the kind of only question mark I have. We should have slightly fresher tyres than everybody else. Not a tyre where it's a concern on these, but anyway, let's get back on the way and let's see how we get on. Everything's good now. It's these two corners coming up, which I just don't have an answer for. We just bleed time, and I don't have the real confidence to commit like they do. This is the first I'm overheating the hard tyre. Don't think I've ever done that before. That's crazy. Just goes to show what these cars are like. They're so fast and so sensitive to tyre temperatures. I'm pushing so hard, I'm literally on the limit of the tyres. We're pulling away now from the cars behind. I've managed to just about grab some DRS from Bottas. Ricciardo is flying, and unless something happens, he's on to win this comfortably. Bit of a moment there after just going purple in sector 1. The pace is there. I'm purple in sectors 1 and 3 all the time. It's just these kind of corners I just lose so much in the middle sector. Otherwise the pace would be insane. Anyway, Ricciardo long gone. Battle for the podium between Bottas and Sainz. I'm relying on maybe a last lap attempt from Bottas. I don't have the pace because of the second sector. I can't challenge. So I'm just waiting for an opportunity basically. So the minute Bottas launches an attack on Sainz, that may be our opportunity. Maybe when the engines are turned up in the last few laps. I did just brush the wall there.
No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Luckily no damage. I think we brushed it with the side wall of the tyre. Anyway, we're just kind of chilling right now. Not going to force anything. I'm quite comfortable. The pace is decent. I'm just trying to stay within DRS. Personal best, but the AI have now turned their engines up. So last lap of the race, we'll see what happens. Realistically, I don't think nothing will. Bottas needed to be challenging Sainz into turn 1 on that last lap, and it didn't happen. So let's just stay close, but I don't think we're going to get anything else out of this. And there we go. Job done. Decent race overall. We done the best we could. Great recovery from P16 to P4, and the cherry on top is that Verstappen retired. So there we go. Ricciardo wins in Zandvoort. We bring home a decent P4 finish.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
A difficult race then on a circuit that demands complete concentration, but they've persevered to take the win here today. Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
Well, they played the safety car to absolute perfection. There are so many factors to worry about once the race is neutralised. I mean, do you pit for fresh rubber? Do you have the space behind you? How much fuel can you save? If you answer all of those questions correctly, you'll have a good chance. And that's exactly what happened today.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently. It's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be proud of the victory they secured here.
There we go then. We'll take that. Very, very tasty 12 points. I've never been so happy to score 12 points in my life in a P4. But Ricciardo wins it. Sainz P2, Bottas third. We've done the best we could with the pace we had. If you look at the fastest laps, that kind of highlights where we were and kind of punching above our weight all weekend. So yeah, I'll take that. Very, very good result. It seems like our car wasn't great around this track anyway, because we saw Gasly struggling earlier on in the race, and looking at his fastest lap as well, it seems like for some reason, whatever reason, our car doesn't seem to work that well around here. So we've done really well to come away with 12 points and cut a deficit in the Drivers' Championship. So there you go. Ricciardo, Sainz, Bottas podium, myself, Russell, Stroll, Leclerc, Ocon, Tsunoda, Gasly scoring the final point, with Tickton missing out along with Latifi, Mick Schumacher, Ilott, Matsushita, Giovinazzi, Schwartzman, Lundgaard, Mazepin, and then Zhou, Norris and Verstappen out of the race. So, standings. Second place, 2 points between myself and Max, and Gasly drops to 8th place as Sainz overtakes him. We lose more ground though in the constructors because Ricciardo won the race, which is a bit unfortunate, and the gap is starting to grow a bit now. So, yeah, we need to turn our form around and find something. Either way, yeah, I'm happy with the fact that we're just 2 points off now the drivers. So it's game on with, I think, 6 races or 5 races to go. So, yeah, man, it's going to be close. It's going to be tight. It's going to be intense. But leave a like if you enjoyed that recovery race. Subscribe for more daily F1 content on my channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one very soon. As always, a massive shout out to the channel members for supporting the content. Finally, check out the 2 videos on your screen if you haven't seen them already. But that's it from me here today, and I'll see all of you next time.